Now, how do you package it? There's a few suggestions I want to make here. First, you want to make sure that it is zip compatible. Now, this is just something mostly for Mac users out there. If you're on a Mac and you use the standard compressor that comes with the Mac that creates a zip file, that isn't always compatible with people on a PC. So there is a program called Yemu Zip, Y-E-M-U Zip. It's free, that you can zip up your Mac-based files, and it's PC compatible. And I've had very, very few problems. I do most of my packaging with a Mac, and my PC customers don't really ever have problems. So that works well. But also, you want to make sure that you break your product into parts if it's large, especially if you're doing video content. I made a mistake once of having a video product that was over 2 gigs in size. And I launched it and I had a bunch of buyers come in, everybody bought it, and then all these complaints with people saying, oh my God, this is the hugest file ever. It's going to take half a day to download this thing. And they didn't realize, and I didn't tell them, I didn't even realize it was going to be an issue. I didn't tell them that it was 2 gigs of information. And so I had to go back and re-upload it in 7 different parts. And even those were 7 fairly large files that I had to warn them about. So just be aware of how you package it. And in some cases, if your product is logically broken into different sections, as an example, maybe there is a documentation component and there's a software component, you might want to consider packaging those in different files, or different zips, or at least inside of the same zip but broken into different pieces. And I'm going to give you actually a demo of a packaging in just a second. Another thing you might want to consider doing when you package your products, you have to remember that this is a very good chance that when you sell this thing, it is a new buyer, a quote-unquote cold lead, or now cold prospect or cold customer. What I mean by that is they don't really know much about you. And if you're selling information products in the internet marketing space, as an example, you're probably not going to be charging all that much for a front-end product, something that may be like a report-style product. These products are mostly about branding, as I mentioned earlier. So when the person unzips the file, wouldn't it be great if the first thing they saw was a little welcome video from you, whether you're on camera or even if it's just your voice saying, hey, thanks for buying, here's how you can get the most out of this tool. If you have any questions, here's our support page or whatever. That kind of stuff goes a really long way. For one, not a lot of online marketers do it, so you'll kind of stand out from the crowd. But secondly, it just shows a commitment to quality. It shows people that you're serious about this, that you have a level of professionalism, and immediately they're just going to trust you more. They're going to hold your company and you in a higher regard because you're doing that. So let me quickly flip over right now and actually show you just one example of one of our PLR products and how we package it. So here's an example of simple sales funnel success. It's a PLR package that we released earlier this month, I believe, or last month. And you can see this is what a customer would see when they first unzip the file that they buy from us, the product that they buy from us. And I try to make it as easy as possible. I want them to have a nice experience with the purchase. So the very top thing, you can see I've numbered it, 01 dash product intro. And that's a good naming system to get into. Put the things in a number order. So name your files accordingly so that they show up in a specific order. It makes it helps your customers stay sane. I've bought products in the past where there was all this stuff on the sales page, and then I unzipped it and I couldn't find the pieces that I want. Now I'm not 100% perfect at this. I've definitely been guilty of not doing it this way, but I suggest you do it this way. So the first thing they see is this little product intro. Well, what's this? Let me play. Let me play it. You can see it's a video here. And there's me talking, and I actually on camera. Let me stop it. I'm on camera, and I literally explain what they bought and how to navigate through this folder that they just extracted, so they can get using it and implementing it fast without frustration. So in this case, the very next file was a PLR license. Here's how to use this. Here are the rights you have, and then the product contents, which is the actual stuff they bought. And when you go in there, and I expand that, you can see here. I've numbered it. 01, there is your ebook. 02, here's some case studies you can use. 03, there's some tools. 04, a poster. And again, very simple. It's very, the user experience, once they've unzipped this product, is very clean. And not a lot of people think about that, to be honest. So I thought I'd just show you this example to put the bug in your ear and consider doing this, because every piece of this sales process will affect your brand, and it will determine how people see you and deal with you. And maybe they get so frustrated with unzipping your file that maybe they just don't want to buy again. And you can't always control that, but you just want to do the best you can to make it easier on your customers. So that is a simple example of the packaging process. We'll head back over to the slideshow now.